Rich, for more on what issues are important to voters with midterms just over 3 weeks away, we are joined by Republican Congresswoman from Iowa and member of the House Appropriations and Budget Committees, Ashley Hinson. Congresswoman, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Jackie, for having me.
Of course. So I want to pop up on the screen just some inflation data here. We can dive right into the numbers. You know, inflation in September hit 8.2% compared to last year. And some of these categories are just really, really bad. Eggs are up more than 30%, milk more than 15%, fruits and vegetables more than 10%, coffee more than 15%. And then the more alarming data, I think, from this report was if you strip out the volatile food and energy costs, core CPI hit a 40-year high at 6.6%. The president has argued that his policies are working, that, you know, money from the infrastructure law got supply chains working, and that some of the other bills they've passed won't take effect until next year. So people really have to just wait to see these prices come down. Taking off your partisan hat for just a moment, is there any truth to that?
Absolutely not, Jackie. And what I'm hearing from Iowans as I'm out on the trail is that this inflation is truly a Pelosi pay cut for Iowans and Americans. We simply cannot afford another 2 years like the last two. We warned that this excessive spending binge that the Democrats went on in Washington, D.C. would trigger rampant inflation. Did they listen? Absolutely not. Their solution was to tax more and spend more. And look, you can call anything, any bill you want, but the so-called Inflation Reduction Act hires 87,000 new IRS agents. The only way they're going to pay for all of this spending that the Democrats are putting forth is to tax you more and to come after hard-working Americans. So this Biden-Pelosi agenda is simply wrong. That's why I believe this election will be about accountability. This election is about putting a check on the Biden administration, and it's high time that we take their checkbook away. That's what I'm hearing about from Iowans.
Well, you faced some criticism from your opponent in your race for opposing, for instance, the bipartisan infrastructure law, but welcoming, I think it was $829 million in funding that, you know, would benefit your district locally. So is it at all, you know, hypocritical to welcome that kind of money coming back to your district after voting against it and generally opposing spending?
Well, I think what it comes down to is, would Iowans want me to let that money go elsewhere? Do they want me to let it go to New York or California? When I looked at that spending, it was triggering rampant inflation already at that point in the year, and the Democrats directly tied that infrastructure bill to, at the time, trillions of dollars in social spending. So I said, hey, I don't think this is the right time to spend this amount of money, but it passed anyway. So my job as Iowa's voice and Iowa's representative is to get as many of those dollars back to Iowa as possible. So that's exactly what I did. I know that the need is there to enhance our lock and dam system on the Mississippi River. So it was a great opportunity for me to work with partners across the river and across the aisle to make sure those funds were coming back to benefit my district. But when you look at the amount of spending that's been happening over the last 22 months, boy, it has put our country on the wrong track. So inflation's out of control. The energy policies, when I'm hearing from farmers who are not only the ultimate environmentalists, but they are the ultimate consumers of energy, right? They're using diesel, they're using fertilizer to help feed and fuel the world. When I'm hearing from them that their input costs are up 300%, and this administration just continues to double down and spend more, that's the DC way. DC needs to operate a lot more like Iowa, and so that's what I'm trying to bring forth is common sense, targeted investments in my district and around the country.
So the president's claim is that if Republicans take back Congress, inflation is going to be worse. I want to play a soundbite for you from Thursday and get your reaction. Take a listen.
They want to repeal the Inflation Reduction Act. That means they're going to repeal the $2,000 cap on prescription drugs. Gone. Cap on insulin. Gone. At $35. Savings on health care premiums average of $400 a person. Gone. Savings on your utility bills. Gone.
I covered the White House during the week. I hadn't heard the president say that yet. Do Republicans want to repeal the Inflation Reduction Act? And is it even possible? I mean, you know as well as I do that it was pretty tough to undo Obamacare, for instance. So is that even a practical solution?
Well, we're looking for real solutions, not government price fixing schemes, which to me, what the president just said sounds an awful lot like socialism. And what they have done with their spending spree is continue to expand the size and scope of government. Iowans tell me all the time they want to be respected by their government. They want to embrace their freedom, and they want a government that respects that. So what we want to do, again, this is about accountability in the next Congress. Why we need to fire Nancy Pelosi and hold this president accountable is because Iowans are tired of seeing their paychecks disrespected by Congress and by the folks in Washington, D.C. We need to focus on real measures that are going to drive down
the Inflation Reduction Act. I'm sorry, I just didn't hear an answer. We're running out of time. I just wanted to get that straight answer from you. Do Republicans, do you want to repeal the Inflation Reduction Act?
I hope we can undo as much of it as possible, especially the 87,000 new IRS agents.
Okay, understood. Congresswoman Ashley Hinson, thanks so much for your time on this Saturday. Appreciate the discussion. Hope to have you back again soon.
Thanks, Jackie.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.